We can start. So, welcome to the HKU, Faculty of Engineering, and this is what we call the Town Wing Fan Innovation Wing. Basically, it's a center. You can consider that is a center that we have a lot of engineering equipment devices here for students to do projects, to do homework and hands-on work. So after this, basically you will have time to go around and take a look at the project that we have and also the equipment and devices. So today I'm Kelvin Orr, the chairman of the Engineering Admissions Committee. So today we have you guys here being here in this center. We also have another group of high school students who plan or who may join HKU on Zoom. So because some of them may not be in Hong Kong, they may be in some other places. That's what, but they want to join this event. That's why they join us on Zoom. So welcome for those who are on Zoom. Welcome to this event. So I'm just being here to introduce Dr. Wilton Falk next to me. He's going to give you a talk about, tell you more about what engineering is, tell you more about student projects, entrepreneurship, things like this. After this, as I just said, the people who are here, you will have a chance to go around this center. And for those who are online, we will have a sharing session and you have a chance to see our current students. And if you have questions, you can discuss that with them. I will tell you more about the arrangement after the talk by Dr. Wilton Falk. So perhaps I pass the time to you, Dr. Falk.
Okay, thank you. Hello, welcome to Hong Kong U. And I hope we can see you in this September. Okay, in other words, you will be our student in the future. Okay, and I'm Wilton Falk. I'm one of the teachers in the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. And in fact, I'm one of around 200 teachers in the Faculty of Engineering. Okay, so I asked Kelvin, why you invite me to give the talk, okay, to the student, while we have so many other teachers here. Okay, I think his answer to me is that because I have some interesting experience and with my students. Okay, so I think you are now thinking about what university and what degree program that you're going to choose in your coming 4 years. And so today I'm going to give you some insight and hopefully I can help you to make your decisions. Okay, so I'm talking about the education's experiential learning, e-learning, entrepreneurships in engineering. Okay, all E. Okay, E usually is not a good grade, right? You want him at A. Okay, but E also means excellent. Okay, so we don't mind having E. Okay, and after this talk, you will know that E is excellent. There's a lot of interesting outcome from this work: E, experiential learning, entrepreneurship, and so on. So I think you're not out here, right? You're at the junction, and you're considering which university or even which countries to go for, right? How many of you are local students here? Please raise your hand. Yeah, okay. And I know that there are only a handful of students here, but we have over 100. Is it 150 students online? Hi, hello. You can also type on the chat room. Let me know where you are. Okay. In particular, those overseas students, you can type on the chat room which countries you come from or you are staying at. And then my colleagues can give me a prompt, okay, where you are from. Okay. So, in fact, now talking about globalizations, you have a lot of choices. I know that. Okay, you want to stay in Hong Kong or work overseas or to enrich your experience, right? And so you need to consider which university to go to, right? And what is your expectation about university life? Okay, again, student at home, you can type your expectations. What is your university life expectations? Tap on the screen. Okay, tap on the chat room. Okay, we project those message here. Oh, here you can see this. Okay, from South Korea, India, Wuhan. Okay, many students from different countries. Wow, so many. Philippines, Malaysia, Beijing. Okay, very good. Very internationalized. So what's your expectation? Lecture and lecture. Lecture all the day, right? Oh, I don't think this is your expectations or your wish. Am I right? Okay. Do you mind tell us? Okay, I was told that I should not cross this line. Otherwise, students at home cannot see me. Okay. Maybe my colleagues can please help to pass the microphone to the students and ask, what is your expectation? Okay, student at home, you can also write down your expectation. What will be your goal after this 4 years? What do you expect you can achieve? Okay, you get a job, right? Yeah, please.
Doing projects and, you've said entrepreneurship and maybe do something in regards of that way. And I've a lot of questions regarding the resources that can be provided here to students that like doing school projects or projects in other criteria. Yeah.
Great. So that's why you're here. And that's why I'm telling you what you will get and what resources we can provide. Okay, any other student want to share your goal after this 4 years, or what you expect your university life? Yeah, you want to? Yeah, please pass the microphone to this gentleman.
I think to me, university life is a chance to sort of branch out to see what I'm sort of most interested in, especially in engineering. So like engineering is such a wide field, and then there's so many to sort of go and explore. And then I think these 4 years is a chance for me and maybe like all of us to have a try at different things and then see where we want to go afterwards.
Good, great, yes. So this is only part of the experience. And in fact, I can tell you that this is, I would say, in terms of the priority and your experience, this is at a lower priority. But I'm not telling you to skip lecture, right? You still have to attend lecture, but there are more interesting experience that you can experience. Okay, a licensed civil engineer, and I want to pursue a good career on big data. Okay, I'm trying to read out the expectations from the student at home. And then what else? I want to become entrepreneur. Okay. Now, okay. So the next page, please. Okay. Next page, please. Okay, maybe it's a little wireless. No. Okay. Next page, please. Okay. Yeah, this is expectation we have already asked, and then the next line is okay. Now this is the typical tech cow about university education. And so we want to success, right? You want more opportunities. And also some of you want to change yourself to have a good leadership and competitions and so on. Okay, there are lots of experience that as mentioned by Mr. Zhang, right? Okay. Now, let me share with you what our students can experience or have experienced in the past. First of all, you will have a lot of chances to participate in many international competitions. Okay, from the sky, okay, the radio airplane, to the land, the Formula E racing. Okay, you can see all this in the first floor, and also to the sea. Okay, from the sky to the land to the sea. Okay, there are lots of different interesting competitions that you can experience, not only in Hong Kong, but also, for example, this one is in British, and then another one is in Singapore, and the US, and UK, Canada. We send students to every part of the world to participate in competitions. But the reason for us to encourage students to participate in all these competitions is not for the award, okay? But of course, our students win a lot of awards, and but this is secondary. The primary objective is to gain more experience and sharpen your CV, okay? And then later on, you will have built on one success, you will get more success. I will tell you some of the experience and example. Okay, for example, this team of students won the Singapore Young Innovations Award, and then later on, I will talk about how the university and the government provide support to this team of students to form a startup company and now be very successful. Okay, and so this is our service over the world. Now, as I said, competition is secondary. More important is our experience. So in Hong Kong U Faculty of Engineering, we also provide lots of opportunity for our students to travel around to serve the world. And this is one of our educational aims. You can go to Google and search Hong Kong U educational aims, And one of the aims is to ask our students to contribute our technical knowledge, expertise to help to improve the mankind living. Okay, there are lots of problems in the world, environmental problem and energy crisis, and also the hygiene issues. And you can see here, we send students to the mainland and also Malaysia, and this is Myanmar, and also even to South Africa, to make use of our engineering knowledge to build. For example, one of the very successful project is the Sichuan reconstructions and the Mingde project. Maybe you have heard about this name. And you know that there are lots of disaster happen in the past, and our students form teams to help those schools which was destroyed in the earthquake to rebuild the school, involving computer engineering, electronic engineering, civil engineering students. Okay, it's a multidisciplinary collaborations to work together, even including mechanical engineering, to help them to build the renewable energy system and the satellite system, and also the network and also e-learning. Okay, so we turn a very primitive school in a village to a very modern e-learning school. Okay, and become a landmark in that village. Okay, and the students are very successful, and they are happy not only because they can contribute their knowledge in practice and help people, but also when they come back. Okay, so this is all our service learning photos, and you can see that some even overseas foreign students come and then help in participate in different projects. Okay, now this is what I want to bridge to the next topic. Not only service. Some of you will think that, oh, how come I need to work for myself? I need to build my career. I want to fight for my future. Okay, I don't have time to serve other people. Okay, I know that this is not you, but some students may be that selfish, put in this way. Okay, but doesn't matter. No matter you want to work for yourself or work for others. Okay. This is one of my rationale and motto, is that if you work hard for yourself or for any other people, the reward will come back soon. Okay, it's just a matter of time. And also, don't ask what the university can give you or what the society can give you. Ask what you can give or contribute to the society. Okay, actually, this is not my words. It's from, do you know who this is whose mottos? Don't ask what the countries can give you, ask what you can contribute to the country. It's one of the famous ex-US presidents, okay, Kennedy. Okay, this is his word. Okay, so I also put his word into my mouth, that you can also think of how to make use of your engineering knowledge to contribute to the world. Okay, not only to do volunteer service, but also build your own career. Okay, like this team of students. When they come back from this Sichuan trip, okay, they develop the e-learning system. Okay, it was at the time of 2012 when the iPad was starting very popular. Okay, so they turn. Okay, this is me, and this is the team of students who went to Sichuan with me, and then they make use of this opportunity and turn the experience in building e-learning for Sichuan to build the e-learning for Hong Kong U. Okay, and I'm very proud of them, because they learn from what the teacher, okay, me, teach them, and then they contribute their knowledge back to the university. And also, they choose the path of entrepreneurship. Okay, as I said, okay, I know that you want to be a boss, right? Want to start your own company, like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, right? Or Elon Musk, right? All these are some very famous entrepreneurs, right? They make use of their technical knowledge to start a company. And our graduate also do that. Right? They develop the e-learning system based on just a chance. Okay, if they don't participate in that experiential learning project, they will not have this chance, and then they will not nowadays form a company. And then this is written in Chinese because it's on the local newspaper. But the captions is that the graduate turned the graduation projects into an IT business. So almost all university will require the students to do a final year project, okay, to conclude what you have learned in these 4 years in the project. Many students just finish the project and then get a good grade and then graduate and that's it. But this team of students make use of the project and turn into a business. And then, and of course, you can see that there's a lot of news talking about how wealthy they are. Okay, they earn $1 million in just a few months by selling the software. Okay. Now, so back to your questions, Mr. Kong. You asked what's the resources that Hong Kong U or in general Hong Kong can give you. Now, probably you may have heard about this Science Park and Cyberport. Right? Have you been to there? Anyone? Okay, Science Park, okay. For those who have not yet been to these two places, okay, you may spend some time to pay a visit. Okay, just even as a tourist, for sightseeing is quite good. Okay, the restaurant is quite nice in this two campus, and they also provide not only food. Okay, the restaurant is good. It's just very minor, but more importantly is that the resources. For example, in Cyberport, they give a Cyberport Creative Microfund, and my students just finish their final year project and then write the proposal. In fact, they are lazy. They just simply turn the final year project report into a business proposal and then submit, and then get 100,000 as a seed funding. And then later on, they get some, okay, the caption read, they earn $1 million in just 8 months, okay? Sorry, as a teacher, I should not be that money-minded, okay? We work hard, not because of money, right? We work hard because of knowledge and because we have the opportunity to serve the society, right? And then, as I said, the reward will come sooner or later, okay? You don't need to aim at getting the reward. If you do something good, something well, then you will get the reward anyway. Okay, this is another team of students. They are master students, but they also apply for this, and then they also get 100,000, which is the Singapore team. They go to Singapore and win the award, and then come back and then get another funding. Now, you may say, okay, what? Just 100,000, okay? Just too little. Not enough for you to be a millionaire, and not enough for you to start a big company, okay, like Google or Apple. Right? But Hong Kong and Hong Kong, you do have a funding called TSU, Technology Startup Support Scheme for University. Okay. In the past, the government gave $8 million to Hong Kong U for distributing to teams of students and teachers, and they could get up to, in fact, 1.5 million in the last year. But in the coming year, they will contribute 16 million Hong Kong dollar in a year for distributions. Okay, so in other words, there were a lot of seed funding for our students to turn their projects into a startup and then start their entrepreneurship. Okay, this is another example. Student create a company, and this company is have high chance to be listed in the stock market. Okay, and also not only local students. Okay, I know that there are a lot of overseas students here, and maybe another students, you're from Africa, right? And you may ask the questions, okay, am I eligible for all this? Okay, the answer is yes. Like this Indian student, he's from India. And the Hong Kong government is very generous. As long as you study in Hong Kong, and then if you get your proposals get funded, then you start a Hong Kong company, and then you will get the money, and then they will support you. And for example, in this students, he get the TSU, Technology Startup Support Scheme for University, and then start a e-publishing company. And then this is me and him, went to Cambridge and to join their accelerator program. Okay, they do have some startup accelerator program for startups to help them to sharpen their business model and reach with the international network. Okay, so this is another opportunity. Okay, you start your business or entrepreneurship journey not only in Hong Kong. Probably the market in Hong Kong is very small. You need to look outside, and not look outside Hong Kong, including the Greater Bay Area, mainland, and overseas. The world is so large. that you may need to think about how to maximize your opportunity. Now, some students may think maybe you are puzzling whether I should stay in Hong Kong or study abroad. Am I right? Anyone of you have this problem in your mind? Okay, maybe probably your parents say, "Oh, you don't need to consider money. Okay, we are rich, and if you want to go to US or UK, wherever you want to go to, or Cambridge, okay, the tuition fee is not a problem." Any of you have this situation? Oh no? Okay, well maybe you are too humble. And you have this problem, right? You have so many university give you offer, and you don't know how to choose. Okay, I also experienced the same thing when Cambridge and Hong Kong U and all give me an offer, and I don't know where to choose. Right? Now let me give you some tips or how to be greedy. Okay, am I right? You want to be greedy, right? You want both. You want both Hong Kong U and Cambridge. Am I right? So, or maybe you don't want to wait. You need to wait for the startup fund, and then before you go to the Cambridge accelerated program, it's maybe too late. Okay, then Hong Kong U do have our Faculty of Engineering do have this Hong Kong U Cambridge undergraduate recruitment scheme, and if you come here, and then you may also get 3 degrees. You can gain 3 degrees in 5 years. Wow, very good. Okay, so you don't need to make your choice now. Okay, come to Hong Kong U, and then you can enjoy a lot of different experiential learning and exchange program, and then you can study not only in Hong Kong, not only in Hong Kong U, but also in Cambridge, or some students go to Australia and the US and so on. Okay, so in terms of the internationalization, I think Hong Kong U is one of the top universities, not only in Hong Kong, but in the world in terms of our internationalization. Okay, and not to mention that we have a lot of other opportunities like the dream catcher and other seed funding, and also we have some awards. And okay, so this is the summary, or I would say the summary of what university life that you could experience. Okay, I want to tell you something unusual. Okay, not only lecture or do the laboratory. Some of you just have laboratory and what else? And let me see. I need to also take care of. Oh, good. John Kennedy. You know the what message I'm talking about. Oh, sorry, but I'm sorry for the delay reply. Masterclass. What's that? Okay. Want to become a civil engineer, and okay, yeah. So other than doing laboratory, other than taking lecture, what else? Other than the whole life, you can also experience all this. Okay, and there's a lot of experiential learning program, like the surface learning, international competitions, and we do have a research project. I don't have time to talk about this yet. And some students will stay in our laboratory to do some research, and some students would like to be a professor in the future. So this is another path, not to be a businessman or not to be an entrepreneur, but be a researcher. And we do have a lot of research program. And later on, you will walk around this innovation wing, and there's lots of research projects running in the wing. And also international exchange, competitions, entrepreneurships, and also you will have a great employment opportunity. Okay, many senior government officials, even the world leader are our alumni. Okay, so thank you very much. And this is some of the sharing of what possible university life that you may enjoy if you come to Hong Kong U. And look forward to seeing you in this September here. Okay, thank you.